Hey, I'm Wilson Rothman from MSNBC.com, and I'm here to show off some tablets. One you may know very well, it's called the Apple iPad. Another you haven't necessarily heard of, it's the Motorola Xoom, X-O-O-M, coming out this week. The question is, does the Motorola Xoom, powered by Google's Android Honeycomb operating system, have what it takes to go against the iPad? My verdict is, yes it does. As you can see, the iPad and the Xoom are really similar in size. This is a 9.7-inch diagonal, this is a 10.1-inch diagonal, but they more or less cover the same amount of screen real estate. They're also about the same thickness and weight. They weigh about the same, they're about the same, you know, they're nice and thin. They're not super lightweight. I think some people might complain about the weight, but if you complain about the weight of the iPad, you're going to complain about the weight of the Xoom. So unlike the iPad, the Xoom actually has a front-facing camera for video conferencing and then a rear-facing camera for taking pictures of all kinds. The camera's pretty good, although I have to say I don't really like the idea of holding up a tablet to take my snapshots. One quick note about Motorola's design choice. I think they messed up when they made this background. I don't know if you can get a good look at it, but it's a little too scratchy and scuffy. This thing was scuffed from the minute it came out of the box. What's great about the Google Honeycomb desktop is that it's more dynamic than an iPad. You can scroll through all your grocery lists, your web bookmarks, your YouTube videos. This is the kind of thing that's going to set the Xoom apart from the iPad. You're going to increasingly see applications available on both platforms, and they're going to be surprisingly similar. Here we've got one of my favorites, Grocery IQ, and I can see my grocery list here, and of course on both my iPhone and my Android phone. So what can you do with it? You can do a lot of what you can do on an iPad already. You can watch a movie. Here's one of my favorites, Hot Tub Time Machine. You can edit a movie. Google created this cool editing app. Lets you apply filters, do all sorts of things, add new videos, select photos. This is the original Kindle app. It works just fine on the tablet. Google, of course, built their own Books app, especially for this tablet, which has very attractive page animations. The Music app has its own version of Cover Flow, again, taking great advantage of the graphics. It's very pretty. Gmail, everybody's favorite email program. Then, of course, there's the web browser. It defaults to the mobile setting, but you can see it runs pretty well in full version. Come on, Cordy, let's play. And look at that, 3D graphics. They look really, really good. I mean, just really nice response. I'm very, very impressed with how that looks. I just took your picture. A little creepy, right? I don't think I'm going to take a lot of pictures with this thing, but I can tell you that this is a great first step forward for the Google Android tablet program. What we need to see now are more developers, people making premium apps like Netflix, Hulu, you know, a lot of the game platforms, EA, all those guys. If they can get on board this thing, you're going to see the big green robot move forward, and move forward fast. Look out iPad, because Android tablets are coming. For MSNBC.com, I'm Wilson Rothman.